It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the... Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume... shows it. Thank you. And the Clippers starting five. George and Zubats inside at the 4 and the 5. Norman Powell is out there with Wall, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Irving surveying the floor. To the inside, Paul George with the steal. To the paint. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. Leonard's got the opening field goal of the game for the Clippers. Irving kicks to Hunter. Pass to Gafford. On the wing, Irving. Covered by Wall. Just 5 to shoot. There's the triple. Here's Gafford. Goes back up. One. Up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Was setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Inside, Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. On the wing, George. Passes it to Leonard. Now, here's Zubats. It's blocked. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Irving's got the ball. Now on the... scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Wall passes to Leonard. To the middle. And it's denied. Paul George with the steal. Outside Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Wall, that's a two-pointer. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Irving, good.
Well, the key there is Kyrie Irving did a great job setting up his defender on the pick and roll, and it led to the score.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Leonard, no luck. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pelicans. They get it back.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And it's blocked. Down low, here's Hunter. Outside Irving. To the middle. It's tipped. Defended by George. In the corner, it's Hunter. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Now, there's your dunk contest champion back in 2014. Wall puts a little extra on that one.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
At the line for yours.
The free throw drops for Hunter.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
And he makes both free throws.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Left side Wall. And the rejection by Gafford. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. Here's Leonard. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
Well, we know this about Kawhi Leonard. He can score at all three levels, taking advantage of the mid-range game there.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Wall. Back to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. He's off on that one, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. George dishes to Leonard. Inside, a second chance effort. Scooped up. Zubac's in the post. From deep. And Leonard gets to go. Leonard's got 7.
Leonard doesn't give the defense time to react. His catch and shoot game is on point.
Now Irving, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Fires from deep, drains it from beyond the arc.
The real Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for George. Bogdanovich is checked in for Leonard. Mann subbed in for Powell. To the paint. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. Now here's Irving. He's covered closely with the drive. Banked in off the glass. He has 6.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Right wing. Here's Wall. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Count it. Wall's got 10 points.
Well, that's the mobility and athleticism John Wall has on the interior. He feels at ease amongst the trees.
Wesley. It's blocked.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Mann, covered by Barnes. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Stolen. Pick off in midair. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And they'll get another chance. Mann can't hit. San Antonio leading. Here's Wesley. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Vassell, the pass to Whiteside. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Batum leading the charge. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And San Antonio called for the foul.
You see, you can't be too physical with Marcus Morris. This guy is so strong, and he's so good at drawing the foul.
Doris, you look at Marcus Morris, a very solid 3-and-D type of forward.
That's exactly right, because think about it, Morris, early in his career, there was a reluctance to shoot the range shot. He was more mid-range guy. But credit him for putting in the work. Now Marcus is a deadly three-point shooter, and he brings a size and physicality on the defensive end.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Wall's shot is off. San Antonio's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Into the lane. Barnes kicks to Wesley. .121 left in the first quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Whoa, with a block.
Twice on the pipes, the anticipation, the athleticism. Terrific job by Wall rejecting that attempt.
And the Clippers making a change here. Coffey's checked in. There's the drive. Man. And Whiteside sends it back. They retain possession. And they'll keep possession. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The pass to man. 5 to shoot. Dishes at the wall. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Spurs have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Pass to Whiteside. Ball against Wesley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, the athleticism and ferocity with which John Wall plays the point guard position. And you add that to the frame he brings to the table, and look out.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Wesley, the pass to Vassell. On the wing, Barnes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's good. LA has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Wall against Wesley. It's Wall with the drive. Can't connect from short range. Here's Najee. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Spurs lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And plenty of scoring on this team, but Kyrie Irving knows.
Coach just wants me to be aggressive.
Agreed. And for an NBA defense, few more scary, Greg, than Kyrie Irving with his foot on the gas.
Yeah, because he doesn't just score on you. When he gets in that mode, Irving can make you look silly.
Coming onto the floor for San Antonio.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Marcus Morris. All out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey and it's small forward. Irving finds Gafford. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Spurs lead by 4.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
That shot misses. As the Spurs taking it the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
To the inside. Kicks it to Irving. Inside, Gafford. A D by Bogdanovich. Clippers trail by 4. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. They get it back, tipped away. Irving with the ball. He's got 6. Over to the wing. And he drives in. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Left side, Wall. Los Angeles with another miss. San Antonio leading by 4. Irving attacking, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Marcus Morris. Paul George comes in for Bogdanovich. Leonard, he's checked in for John Wall. And Norman Powell subbed in for Terrence Mann. Here's Coffey. Los Angeles with another miss. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player. But, man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
There's something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
Here's George. Stolen. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Powell, no one around him. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And here is Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The Spurs shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
For 3, kept alive. Irving against Powell. Second chance shot. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here's Irving. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Defensive.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
San Antonio shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
One shot.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the Clippers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Down low. They need this one. Got a hand on it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Leonard driving the lane. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Kawhi's game comes with a measure of resolve as a scorer. Contact simply doesn't affect him as much as other players.
Outside Irving to the middle. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important. Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
Here's George. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Just incredible concentration. When Paul George is going strong inside, it doesn't matter what he's got to overcome.
Irving drives in. Count that one. Irving's got 8 here in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul.
Los Angeles shoot their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the first one drops. So San Antonio goes to the fresh 5 on the floor. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubats. Now Wesley. Barnes outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
The improvement in Barnes' deep range just helps his offense space the floor.
To the paint. And is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. John Wall's checked in for the Clippers.
John Wall.
Leonard, the pass to George. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Najee, guarded by Powell. Najee, no good. And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. Got that bucket in no time at all. George has got his second basket of the game.
But you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
Here's Vassell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Marcus Morris is checked in for George. The Clippers really having a tough go here. To the inside. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard. That's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Here he goes. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Whiteside sends it back. And he recovers it. And he gets it back. And the shot goes in. 5 points in the game. San Antonio leading by 21. Pass to Vassell. There's 1:40 left to play in the first half. And here's Barnes for three. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Wall against Wesley. Wall, no luck. San Antonio's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Power down with both hands.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Wall up top, covered by Wesley. Now here's Powell. He's tightly guarded. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Wall. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for John Wall.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in the line so far here in the second quarter.
Bogdanovich is checked in for the Clippers. Man comes in for Norman Powell. That's a 2 from Barnes. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Here's Wall. No good on the 3. Good if it goes. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 14 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. And that does it for our half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs, George, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
In the corner, Irving with it. Passes it to Gafford. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's on Kawhi Leonard. This is his first free throw of the game.
San Antonio, Daniel.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Down low. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, you have to love the patience by Kawhi right there. Use the pick and roll game to perfection.
There's the pass to Hunter. Out to the right wing. Defended by George. And he gets it back. Tries again. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers shooting a low 30% mark from the field. George looking over the floor. Outside Leonard. No good on the triple. Spurs leading by 23. Takes it inside. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard. Twice as the height with that 7'3" wingspan.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Clearly a foul.
For San Antonio, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble.
Driving inside. A nice shot by Irving.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
The feed to Leonard. There's another block. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything.
For 2.
The Clippers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. San Antonio calls timeout.
T-shirt time!
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Leonard. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Well, Irving has been in attack mode all night. This guy is comfortable from any spot on the floor.
To the middle. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to Gafford. Powell with the steal. And the foul on Daniel Gafford.
Daniel Gafford.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Foul. 3rd team foul.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Ball against Irving.
Well, you got to love the defensive effort, contesting that shot by Kyrie, just trying to frustrate his man on the defensive end.
And he makes that one. 10 points for him.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And the dunk by Zubac.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And a wide open look for Irving. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Boy, Kyrie Irving shoots it with such extraordinary confidence, regardless of where he is on the court. This guy is one of the most dynamic scorers in the league.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Back to Irving. Spurs passing it around. Driving in. An easy 2 points on the layup. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
Count it. Good.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for San Antonio. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Lets it go with a 3. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Wall looking it over. Outside, George. Now the dish to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. San Antonio with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Gafford. Paul George with the steal. He dishes it to Wall. Shoots over Gafford. And that one comes up a bit short. San Antonio's gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. Hunter on the wing. On the wing, Irving. Clock at 6. Fires from 18. On its way from Hunter for 2. Not going to go that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in. Bogdanovich, and the shot is good.
I don't think there's much more you can do. Bogdanovich is too skilled and too strong on these finishes with contact.
Here's Wesley, and an incredible double clutch dunk. Wow!
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says, we're not giving up this lead. And that's how he makes his presence felt.
And, Greg, we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent. Passes to man. Shoots the 3. And Marcus Morris, good for 3. He's got 8.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Here's Vassell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the pass to Whiteside. and he uses the glass on the layup. And it's 7 points for Hassan Whiteside.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
11 feet away and too long on the shot.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. He's covered by Whiteside. It's good.
Well, just so good at taking advantage of the mid-range. Marcus Morris feels comfortable in that area. Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. 1:43 left in the third. Here's Batum. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Batum's got his first points in this one. Wesley with the ball. 12 points for him. Bogdanovich passes to Coffey. He feeds it to Batum. Bogdanovich up top. Rebound San Antonio. Whiteside's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Vassell. Back to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And he places that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
The Clippers shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Here's Coffey, covered by Wesley. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
It's tipped. Wesley the pass to Najee. And here is Wesley. Right side up top. He's covered by Bogdanovich. With 2 seconds left, count it. Wesley's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's San Antonio, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So it's the Spurs now. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Here's the 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Now, here is Irving. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who is the toughest matchup for you when you play?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better. And that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And My personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position. Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Clipper shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. To the wing right side. He blocks it again, making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense.
Kennard covering. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Yeah, and one more stat that jumps out is their steal total. They have wreaked havoc on the defensive end.
Shoots from the baseline and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First team foul.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch four.
Great player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting. And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Kennard kicks to Batum. And here's Kennard. Five on the clock. Doesn't go for him. It's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's Irving. Good on the shot. 28 points for Kyrie Irving.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pulls up on the wing. And again, it's the Clippers missing. San Antonio's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. The 19-foot shot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Nicholas Batum. San Antonio calls timeout. The dynamic rag between players and officials is always interesting. There's some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Kennard. D right on him. George with the bucket.
Well, we knew that Paul George was a long-limbed, exceptional defender coming out of Fresno. His offense, though, has been impressive from the time he has stepped between the lines on the NBA level.
Kennard covering. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Here's Gafford. And the layup falls.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. George against Gafford. Shot, high post. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range, crucial.
Now Irving. And it's off from three-point range. Hood dishes to George. He goes up again with the block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
Releases. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And good. Got the English that time as it falls. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Back to Irving. Inside, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Here's Zubac. Oh, that's blocked. Outside Irving. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, that pass is a product of Kyrie Irving's great instincts. He's got a terrific mind for the game.
He's covered by Irving. George passes to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good on the assist by George.
3.
George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Irving with it. And Greg, a lot of new head coaches stepping into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question. And I think there's a combination of confidence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. It's one way that you will lose a locker room.
And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
They get the rebound. Zubac the pass to Hood, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Well, this team likes it best when Rodney Hood is aggressive on the offensive end. He's always looking to get to the stripe.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. San Antonio's gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Wesley the pass to Barnes. Here's Najee. Back to Barnes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
Well, that's called doing the little things necessary to become a more prolific scorer. Barnes with the tricky up fake. Nice.
When you look at Harrison Barnes shooting, it's clear he's all about efficiency.
He wants to make the most out of every touch, and he's doing just that by shooting consistently. He's clearly put in the work to dial in his shot and limit wasted opportunities.
Going inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
To the inside, Hood, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Najee, no good. Covered by Wesley. Dishes to George. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
recovered by Wesley. Back to George. Shoots it up. Rebound, San Antonio. Ball stolen. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.